Prime Minister Modi inaugurates birth centenary celebration of Rani Gaidinlu at New Delhi, even as Nagaland Baptist Church Council refutes Gaidinlu as its spiritual leader. BJP Manipur Pradesh can never accept two parallel government in Manipur by granting 6th schedule. HM appeals to general public not to misuse social networking site in the present situation of Manipur. And Manipur remains cut off from the rest of nation following landslide at Phesama in Nagaland. Hello and welcome to Impact Primetime News. I'm Tanshram Sangeeta with all the top stories and latest news at this hour. The year-long centenary celebration in honor of freedom fighter Rani Gaidinlu was kicked off today by Prime Minister Narendra Modi at Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi. Modi also unveiled commemorative 5 rupee coin and 100 rupee coin as part of the birth centenary celebration of Rani Gaidinlu. Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley and Minister of State Jitendra Singh also attended the centenary celebration. The function was also attended by Chief Minister Okram Ibobi Singh and his Nagaland counterpart T.R. Zeliang, Nagaland Governor P.B. Acharya. Speaking during the function, Prime Minister Modi said every government had tried to solve the insurgency problem in Nagaland. Many leaders, organizations have contributed to bring peace in Nagaland. He said it is due to these contributions talks with NSC and IM have been successful. Modi further said he hopes the journey of walking together will bear good results for the entire Northeast.
किसी एक सरकार को इसकी क्रेडिट न जाती है और न लेनी चाहिए। हर किसी ने अच्छा करने में कोई न कोई योगदान दिया है और उसी का परिणाम है कि आज नागालैंड में उन लोगों के साथ सफल वार्ता हुई है, मुख्य धारा से जुड़ करके कंधे से कंधा मिला करके न सिर्फ नागालैंड का विकास, न सिर्फ नॉर्थ ईस्ट का विकास, पूरे हिंदुस्तान का विकास का सपना सबने देखा है। मुझे विश्वास है कि ये जो यात्रा प्रारंभ हुई है, साथ साथ चलने की यात्रा प्रारंभ हुई है, वो उत्तम परिणाम दे करके रहेगी और देश नई ऊंचाइयों को प्राप्त करेगा।
During the function, Prime Minister Modi spoke about the valuable contribution of Rani Gaidinlu in Indian freedom struggle, stating that it is unfortunate that we have forgotten such great people or we have been made to forget on purpose. On a lighter note, Prime Minister Modi praised the pineapple of the region and informed the audience that the hottest chili in the world is found in Nagaland. He said Northeast has the potential to become an organic hub.
आपने दुनिया भर के पाइनएप्पल के टेस्ट किए होंगे, कभी एक बार नॉर्थ ईस्ट जाकर के वहाँ पाइनएप्पल का टेस्ट कीजिए, पता चलेगा कि परमात्मा ने क्या दिया है, क्या दिया है। ऐसी तो मैं एक बात का उल्लेख करता हूँ, मतलब एक बात देखिए, तो हमारे जेलियांग जी कहते हैं कि आप सिर्फ पाइनएप्पल का उल्लेख क्यों करते हैं, हमारी मिर्ची का क्यों उल्लेख नहीं करते। बहुत कम लोगों को मालूम होगा, सारी दुनिया में सबसे हॉट चिली कहीं की है तो वो नागालैंड की है।
On the other hand, the Nagaland Baptist Church Council maintained that at no point in history had Nagas ever acknowledged or attributed Rani Gaidinlu as the spiritual leader except Jesus Christ, the Son of the living God. NBCC General Secretary Reverend Dr. Zelho Keho made the church position clear over the attribute on Gaidinlu as a spiritual leader of the Nagas. Further, the NBCC General Secretary also condemned Nagaland Governor P.B. Acharya for proposing the idea for celebration of birth centenary celebration of Rani Gaidinlu. Peace accord between NSC and IM and Indian government should not under any circumstance affect the interests and integrity of Manipur. Speaking to media in connection with the submission of a memorandum to Prime Minister of India through BJP State Unit by IPAC today, Thanajam Chawba said the Government of India has already made it clear to NSC and IM that the peace accord should not involve within the territorial integrity of Manipur. The stand of BJP is not to have two parallel government by granting 6th schedule to hill areas of Manipur. T.S. Chawba also assured that all possible assistance will be extended to IPAC as far as memorandum is concerned. The memorandum was handed over to Chawba by IPAC President Sapamcha Jadumani.
NSN ga accord tawba Nagaland gi accord ko yawroi dawni sine khoi gi decision di ko yawbam thokte territorial integrity matang da di moina yaholaroi hairabso development da waro any social da waro culture da waro Nagaland Nagaland Togodon. A Koi Manipur Yovum Tokte Noigi a court on Abaduda, a Koi Yovum Tokte Havase, a Koi Masi Piripni. Mubasi Tankurne. Okundakine Haidana, Mayawe Haidana Manipur Yano Concern, we are all Magi. A court on the Manipur Gidi, there are 10 degrees of Kaiwe Arroy.
IPAC President Sapam Chajatamani asserted that the state is facing plethora of problems due to the nature of the merger of Manipur to India. The government of India is now treating Manipur in equal terms with the rest of other states, even though Manipur is a state of India. The government of India's commitment to consult with chief ministers of neighboring states before giving a final touch to the peace accord has clearly demonstrated that Manipur is involved in the peace accord. In the light of such uncertainties, the government of India need to make public the contents of the peace accord at the earliest.
1949 की 26 November दा Constitution draft तो वो लोग है अदुगी मांगदों ने नुमित्राई थोड़ी तरह हम दोई ममांगदा भारत मणिपुर पुल्ले Constitution सेम्बरी याहू तरबा सीना बरम वो इतना ngasi ini pak iram dam sidai da leir bamiam sing movement में आम लाख पनी सीनी भारत मोंग ताना पुलोक दबा मोंग ताना मर्ज तो किदबा भारत ने कोई फजने लोक्सन बिगी दबा अदुना मरम ओइदना ngasi movement में आम लोग थोरपनी इने सेन आईएम की मागी मबुक पेन विदंता मणिपुर की मनुंग दलाइबा लेबाक सिंग लाइबा कम्युनिटी सिंग सिबु मचेत ताना एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन हाइजलकनी हाबगी सब चाबो वफम हम लइबा
ICHM has appealed to all the concerned not to misuse social media and internet in the present chaotic situation of Manipur. Speaking to media persons at Manipur Press Club today, President of ICHM Nongthombam Rajendra lamented that social media and internet were misused to create misunderstanding and enmity between various ethnic communities residing in Manipur. Expressing regret over the mooring incident, Rajendra said the present agitation for ILPS is for all of the indigenous communities living in Manipur, which has a history of 2000 years. All the ethnic communities need to acknowledge this reality. The civil society organizations, which are spearheading the agitation for inner line permit system, need to convene an all ethnic communities meeting at the earliest to bring about an understanding of the movement.
Facebook, aduga WhatsApp, sidai thagal isi, angak pomong thagal adun masin Manipur government na kudak tagi masin madi Manipur gi mafam sida adu notice ki mafam khasida atuba kudak tagi ona masya koina thinga isamna pamjai masin na tabu targadi magi opinion ngasai Facebook ta mana saunar ko nuai na to mayam sina lambi de tholaga any crime no thol ko yabgi pot leibana maram mor kan masi kodu ka thingbiu ko Manipur gi thodo ma thor ko matamda Manipur leiba NGO mayam civil society mayam na अखोई अमत ओइन पुंछल लकांदा से ससामपुर रिलीजियस से हारगसु सेनापति दे चसे हारगसु एनी जगह अमत चक्कदब मतमदा अखोई जाति सुना अखोई पुण्य तोमिनरगदी नानगी अखोई मोरेगी थोदोक्सी थोम मोइद्रा हैन खली
General Secretary of ICHM Ngachon Mi Rangsang said Manipur, being a multi-ethnic and plural society, CSOs should be very careful in their expressions and comments not to hurt the sentiments of other communities. We should never speak or express anything which might create misunderstanding among various ethnic communities without knowing the ground reality.
Organization they visit I think malate. Other organization mayam gi mathose Manipur kan na ba have gi mathodi oi. Manipur irang thok na ba have gi mathodi oi ramoy na khali. Other okoi multi tribes of community labor shida. Organization na responsibility lobiraga Manipur si yam peaceful oiba state oi hange helba taradi okoi miyam na aphabarom da khallaga communal ton todaba matam ki situation si da compile toraga okoi tanaba social platform ama leiba communal miyam pullaga tribe miyam pullaga okoi platform ama da leiminaba Taminaba, Shakminaba, Chaminaba, Haibashi, Sim Oziki Madam Siam Dargao.
Thoubal District Magistrate T. Ranjit has imposed curfew under Section 144 of CRPC within the whole of Thoubal District from 9:30 a.m. today until further order. Curfew has been imposed in view of likely breach of law and order situation within the district. Showing solidarity and support to the family of late Sapam Robin Hood, people from different walks of life are continuing to extend financial assistance. Members of Head, Heart, Hand and Health for Aid Society today extended monetary assistance to Robin Hood's family and RIMS helpline. Speaking to Impact News, Society Treasurer T.H. Gopal said state government must bring a concrete solution regarding the ILPS issue to avoid unwanted incident. "31 Desam volunteers have staged hunger strike in front of Desam head office and Thawal Wangmataba, demanding implementation of inner line permit system in Manipur. Desam will also launch further agitation until ILPS is implemented in Manipur. Moreover, Desam Local Council of Hairok was also constituted yesterday with N. Zonal and Saikom Edison as President and General Secretary, respectively. Sumati and Tabopi, who have been on fast unto death hunger strike demanding implementation of inner line permit system in Manipur at Yairipok Tenthakaithil, were pulled up by Yairipok police following worsening in their health conditions at around 12:30 p.m. yesterday. The two hunger striker has been hospitalized at Janims. It may be recalled that the two have been on hunger strike since 29 August. As soon as the two have been picked up, Maibam Tonthoi, aged 77, began fast unto death at the same spot. JCILPS Supporting Committee, National Highway 37 was formed in order to strengthen the JCILPS in the ongoing movement for implementation of inner line permit system in Manipur. Demonstrations are continuing at various locations in the valley demanding inner line permit system. A sit-in was held at Kurai Lairikengwam Lekai, organized by JAC against brutal killing of Sapam Robin Hood. The sit-in was attended by elder persons of the locality. Joint Student Union Thawbal, in a press release, has asked all schools and colleges within Thawbal district to remain closed from tomorrow. Large number of devotees of Panthau of Wangai Hijamlayak today held a prayer to save the indigenous people of Manipur. Devotees under Ima Lesem Inat Loisang, Panthau Sana Konong performed religious rituals at Konong Mamang. Joint Philanthropic Organization, Meitei Society Churachandpur, JCILPS Women's Wing and JCILPS Students Wing members held a meeting at Kuki Kanglai Lompi KKL office at Churachandpur today. The meeting resolved on the issue over the attack on KKL ambulance during ILPS agitation on 14th of August. Mention may be made that the ambulance was attacked by inner line permit system agitators at Malom Airport Road. A free medical camp was organized today at Thangjum Narak Primary Health Center. The camp was jointly organized by Brahmapur Thangjum Narak Development Committee and Brahmapur Thangjum Narak Women Welfare Association. Thangjum Narak Development Committee convener Aribam Shanti Kumar said the medical camp was organized for people living in Akampat and surrounding areas fearing possible breakout aftermath of the flood. Medicine gynae doctor treated around 400 people and distributed free medicines. The Moreh Incident Relief Committee Imphal was open for helping those victims of the 18 August Moreh incident. The committee appealed to the generous persons to donate voluntarily for those victims. Those who would like to extend financial assistance may donate at its temporary office located at Young Physic Union, Lalambu Mokong, or to mobile number 70854-98232 or 98622-85682, 961-534-3644 or 841-590-3302. Donation can also be done through online on account number 9100-100-364-52625. Members of Southern Sporting Union have warmly felicitated Dr. Deven, who is the sympathizer of SSU, on becoming Director of Janims at SSU office Kawa today. Speaking on the felicitation program, Dr. Deven assured to work at his best to improve and fill up the gaps of the institute. A voluntary blood donation camp was held today at CJ Hospital and Research Institute, Langol. The blood donation camp was organized by Lifesavers Manipur in association with SBTC of Max. 50 people donated blood in connection with the camp. Chairman and Chief Cardiologist of Sky Hospital, Dr. L. Shamkishore, has stressed the need for treating patients suffering from mitral stenosis or decrease in the size of heart valve among youngsters in Manipur. Speaking to media at Sky Hospital in connection with the successful treatment of mitral stenosis of an 18-year-old girl, Surya from Kairang Tera Makhong, he said this particular problem can be successfully treated in Manipur. Describing it as a great success for Sky Hospital and people of Manipur, he said now patients suffering from this disease need not go outside for treatment and can save money.
Sigi prevalence di kogi Manipur the statistics kogi sigi research Manipur the not only in Manipur, northeastern part of India the sigi statistics di laiti the western countries that is infection si jamna low ibanina sigi misipak laiti aduga Manipur the as like in other part of India like Bihar gumba the tilam kogi other part of India then the prevalence is quite high.
Angamba kabagumba adumba nisha sawagumba arum hawbagumba tawpa adua doctor satpa kanda echo law x-ray law ada CT scan law echo law bakanda khangmane adukta ngai.
Medical teams under the supervision of Additional Director, Chief Medical Officers of District Concerns are round the clock examining volunteers who are fasting on inner line permit system issue. The statement was made today by Manipur Health Services Director, Dr. Okram Ibomcha. Speaking to media persons, the Directorate of Medical and Health Service Office in Lafilpat, Dr. Ibomcha said medical teams are checking the fasting volunteers in districts not in association of security personnel. Dr. Ibomcha said the teams are informing the police in case health condition of fasting volunteers worsens. He said they were trying to avoid any unwanted incident during the inner line permit system movement. Dr. Ibomcha appealed to the general public to extend cooperation to the medical teams. He said 4 ambulances were damaged and some officers of State Health Department were injured during the ILPS demonstrations.
Strategy ka hongdu pa ya dina ko nungdang le ramba ambulance ki team sing je ko withdraw taw ja sarang en magi mafam ji yam khala ni na mafam khuding team thambu su mukam ngam chala tra ani thakte le ne de ko ani thamam me ani tu su muka thuga ko ya to puri ko na aina notice am di ji de je ki stand by ambulance team sing je withdraw taw ne ado medical examination medical service withdraw taw ne hai ban na ado da ko ne kitang moi na lan na logi ba te te na mun na khamu da ba chi thi mun na pau da kam mun na mai na khan bi ram ye ado na ai ko na taw je si di ado de ki ambulance ki emergency team bi withdraw taw ya do ga su issue si ka ti go ba dong am be se no sa si mangangan how ju man rong chali.
House and vehicles of a person in Mayang Langjing, Taning Makhalekai was dismantled and smashed by irate mob following use of abusive and unparliamentary languages. The incident took place today at around 11 a.m. According to the information culled from the site of the incident, daughter and to-be son-in-law of Yunam Ranjit, age 44, of the locality were seen driving vehicle at the Taning Development Club ground. When the locals prevented them from driving in the ground, the person who is going to be the son-in-law used abusive words. When the locals went to the house of Ranjit to bring a compromise, Ranjit threatened the locals, saying that he can buy the ground and use as a crematorium. The angry and irate locals dismantled the house of Ranjit apart from smashing one Tata Safari, Maruti Swift, tractor, Honda Activa, Yamaha and a Bajaj Pulsar. Ministry of Finance, Government of India declared on 20th August that the second and fourth Saturday of every month as public holiday for banks in India, whether or not such banks are included in the second schedule to the Reserve Bank of India 1934 with effect from the first day of September 2015. Let's take a short commercial break. We'll be back in a short while. Welcome back. You're watching Primetime News. Nauria Pakanglapa Kendra Club's Coordinating Committee today extended monetary assistance to Wangham Lamjing Khumba. Representing India, Lamjing Khumba will speak at the UN General Assembly next month. He is the son of late Wangham Devan and Wangham Ombi Gangarani of Kwakatel. He is currently studying in Class 8 at Vale Academy. Lamjing Khumba is the lone student selected from the entire Northeast. Inclement weather has aggravated the landslide at Phesama along National Highway 29, which connects Nagaland and Manipur. The inhabitants of houses located near the road had to be evacuated on Sunday. As per village youth volunteers involved in the emergency operations, At least 28 families have been displaced so far. It was reported that a huge portion of the hillock above the highway is giving away, and more than 200 meters of the road has been affected. Besides the road and nearby houses, a huge damage to the land topography and farmland is being feared. Fesama villagers and the Kohima District Disaster Management Authority have reportedly arranged a temporary footpath for commuters which goes uphill from the village and exits at Kisama. Meanwhile, BRO personnel are trying to clear the debris along the several machineries while the district administration, police and villagers are assisting them and assessing the situation. The landslide has completely cut off the road and vehicular passage has been blocked for 4 days now. It may be recalled that Barak Bridge on National Highway number 37 remains non-functional due to the collapse of the bridge. In such a situation, Manipur is literally cut off from the rest of the nation. General public are apprehensive of artificial price rise of the essential commodities. On the other hand, President of Kohima District Land Transporters Contract Drivers Union, Hokhoit Angami, spoke to Impact News about the latest situation and development at Fesama landslide in Nagaland.
For the Fesama bus station towards Rainfall Kisama Heritage Village, 200 meters still extra after more than 25 houses dismantled हो रहा है. पहले कितना जरा था वो सिक्योर डबल आ गया. DRTF बोल रहा है कि मिनिमम 3 months. कल 3 months हो रहा है मगर फिर आज का पोजीशन में देखने से 5 months भी नहीं हुआ. अभी DRTF से 200 कॉम्प्लेन आया है और एक E50 ओवर है. माओ से कितना छकापामा से पुलिमा निकलता है रास्ता. मगर उधर में रास्ता बहुत खराब हो गया है. DRTF ने बहुत साल मेंटेनेंस नहीं किया है. तो वो मेंटेनेंस करने के उधर में लोग थोड़ा कम करके तो जा सकता है. नहीं तो दूसरा रास्ता कोई नहीं.
Now some sports news. In the fourth league match of the 16th S. Birendra Singh Memorial Super Division Football League Tournament, 2 goals each from A. Nanau and N. Bikamjit Tuk Waidio Hainongkong Nyembi led to victory against KSC Nambulen by 4-1. 7 teams are taking part in the tournament organized by Imphal West District Football Association at Malom Terakha ground. SU Sagolban will play BMSC Tabungkok while SKYC Sekmai will clash DM Rao Sekmai tomorrow. On the other hand, in a league match of the 22nd L. Sangeeta Devi Memorial First Division League, Wafa Wangoi Thrash Philo Thamaiban 5-0. In the 8th Imphal West District Badminton Championship, M. Punsiba and N. Angita became the winner of the mixed doubles. While in the under-19 boys doubles final, C.H. Ranjan and Dixon KH became champion, and in under-17 boys doubles final, N. Hitler and R.K. Tolinsana lifted the trophy. In the under-17 girls singles final, Martina Thangal defeated T. Linthoingambi 21-12 and 21-7 to win the event. In the match of the ongoing Khuraijam Tarun Kumar Memorial Senior Girls Football League, a lone goal from I. Nungsitombi in the 58th minute took Eastern Sporting Union Wanghai to victory against Naharol Yaifa Thaurang Club, Okram Chuthek 1-0. The second leg of the tournament will be held on the 26th of this month. The tournament is organized by Imphal East District Football Association at SWC Ground, Kongman. Meanwhile, Baby Suchitra Khuraijam Memorial Junior Girls Football League organized by Imphal East District Football Association will kick off from tomorrow. And in cricket, India recorded a 278-run victory over Sri Lanka in the second test match played at Colombo. This is the first test victory under the new captain Virat Kohli, and with this win, India has leveled the 3-match series 1-1. Given a target of 413, hosts Sri Lanka were cleaned up on the final day for just 134 runs after they had resumed their second innings at the overnight score of 72 for 2. Early in the game, India made 393 in the first innings and declaring their second innings at 325 for 8. This was Kumara Sangakkara's last appearance in the international cricket. He was given guard of honour in both the innings as he walked on the pitch in both the innings. With that, it's a wrap in this edition of English Primetime News. Before we end, a look at the headlines once again. Prime Minister Modi inaugurates birth centenary celebration of Rani Gaidinlu at New Delhi, even as Nagaland Baptist Church Council refutes Gaidinlu as its spiritual leader. BJP Manipur Pradesh can never accept two parallel government in Manipur by granting 6th schedule. HM appeals to public not to misuse social networking site in the present situation of Manipur. And Manipur remains cut off from the rest of the nation following landslide at Fesama in Nagaland.